Hi everyone, and welcome to another video. I am the Fragrance Enjoyer, and in this video I will be doing a little bit of a different take on how I review these fragrances, because I'm not going to focus on one specific fragrance. I will be focusing on the season in which you can enjoy some of the Roja fragrances the most, and specifically I will be showcasing 4 fragrances that you can potentially wear in spring and the summer this year. Now, as you can see, I have 4 different fragrances in front of me. These can all serve a very specific but also very different purpose in the spring and summer, depending on which fragrance you choose. Some of them I've already done reviews, so I will not be focusing on the notes, more so on giving you a general understanding how you can use this fragrance and when it is suitable the best. So without further ado, let's start with the most obvious choice from the house of Roja, and that would be Oceania. Now, I've done a review of Oceania already on my channel, so go ahead, take a look at that review if you wish to learn more. But essentially, Oceania will give you a beautiful citrus blast in the opening, kind of a tart lemon citrus blast that will be very uplifting and perfectly suitable for the summer. Now, this is a scent that I can recommend you when it's actually hot outside, when it's sunny, when it's warm. If you're going outside and doing some activities, this one would be a pretty good and pretty safe choice. Keep in mind, this is not the best performer, as are actually none of these that I'm going to show you today, because they are mostly citrus-based fragrances. In any case, this one is very suitable. And from all of these fragrances that I'm going to show you today, probably the easiest one to buy when it comes to the actual price, and also when it comes to the usability as well. This is a grabber, so you can get it every day, you can wear it all day, all occasions. You can even pull it off in the office if you choose to do so. Although for the office, what I would suggest, if you like Oceania, is I would suggest you go for the Harrods Pour Homme exclusive, which is essentially taking the same base or the same structure that Oceania has, but it's, making it a bit more formal and sophisticated and a bit more upscale. So if you like Oceania and you want something similar to wear in the office, then go for the Harrods Pour Homme exclusive. The second fragrance that you can pull off in the spring and summer is Burlington 1819. Now, this is not a fragrance I've done a review of, and frankly, I think there has been too many reviews already, so I'm not sure if I should do one. But this one is quite special and also a bit different when you compare it to your typical citrus fragrances. And if you look at the note breakdown, you will also see that it contains a lot of notes that you might not really find in your typical freshie, such as cumin, you're finding labdanum, saffron, tobacco, vanilla, rum. But this is what sets this one apart from the rest. So this is a fragrance that comes with a certain two-sided nature to it. So it's going to open up fresh and citrusy, but then it's going to turn a bit spicy, a bit woody, and a bit fruity in the mid and the dry down because of the notes. And also because of the cumin that is present in this one. This one will be quite specific and quite unique. So definitely not blind buy worthy. This is also what this one is actually quite often sold full, because people buy it thinking it's going to be a typical citrus fragrance, but it turns out not to be, and it is sold. So you have to try this one and see if you're going to like it or not. But for me, particularly the cumin here, it's done very well, and I enjoy wearing this one more so in the evenings, in the actual spring and a bit colder summertime. So if you want a Roja that you can wear in the evenings, that is pretty light to wear, even though the notes go a bit off the typical citrus rail, this one would be a very good choice to have. So try this one out and let me know if you guys like this one. Now, the next fragrance is probably a fragrance that everyone knows from Roja, and that's none other than Elysium. Now, this is the Parfum concentration, and this is the one that I actually prefer personally. So I've had multiple Parfum Cologne concentrations, and what they will do is they will project better because they will evaporate faster off your skin, but this one will have a much better longevity on your skin. So if you're looking for something that's gonna essentially stay for the most part of the day on your skin, but not be as loud as a Parfum Cologne, or not as, projecting as Parfum Cologne might be, then I would suggest wearing this one. Now, this one works specifically well if you are, let's say, in a shirt, if you're going to a formal dinner in the spring and summer, if you are doing, evening activities. So this is not your typical day scent. Do not put it on in the morning and, go to the beach with it. Would not be my recommendation. Of course, you can do whatever you want, but if I had to pick, I would only wear this one in the spring and summer evenings, and probably also indoor, because this one will work the best in those situations. I haven't done a review on this one either, but gorgeous fragrance. But I think there's like 7 million reviews on this one, so I don't know if I should do one. Essentially a mix of Aventus and your typical blue designer fragrance that you might find, but Roja'd up. So it's a bit more sophisticated, but essentially if you like Aventus, if you like Bleu de Chanel, if you like Dior Sauvage, if you like those types of fragrances, you will absolutely love this one. This is taking all of these on the next level when it comes to the scent profile. So I really, really enjoy wearing this one, as I said, in the evening on spring and summertime. Now moving on to the last fragrance, and as you can see, the only one with the golden cap, because this is the discontinued EDP version of one of my favorite Roja fragrances ever made, and this is Oligarch EDP. So what you will hear nowadays is that this one has been re-released. So if you look at Roja's website and the marketing that is being done, primarily it is going to be focused on Isola Blue, which is essentially this fragrance re-released. Almost. The reason why I say almost is because the fragrance that was re-released is not the EDP concentration, it is the Parfum concentration. The Parfum concentration of Oligarch would have come in the same presentation as this. In my opinion, and I would say the opinion of a lot of other people in the fragrance community, this is the best formulation of Oligarch and also the most difficult one to find. So if you want to have Oligarch when it comes to the scent, so if you love the scent, which of course I do, one of my favorite Rojas, and definitely in my top 3 when it comes to Rojas, so spoiler alert for a future video. But if you want to find this type of smell, you can go the cheap route, you can go for Terre de Hermes, EDT. But if you want to spend a bit more money and get more type of a Roja quality, you can get Sospiro Basso. I've done a review, I think it was actually one of my first videos on this channel. Probably a very suboptimal review, but I think I got the point across. If you're buying Basso from Sospiro, you are buying Oligarch. So if you like Oligarch and you cannot find it at a good price, then buy Basso. You're getting essentially Oligarch for the same money as you can buy this one for, but you're getting double the size when it comes to the juice. So it's 100 ml. But for me, of course, being a Roja fan, I wanted to have the OG. And I think in my mind, it still is one of the best citrus fragrances you can find on the market, hands down. It's a beautiful, complex citrus, has a decent amount of notes. I'm not going to go into the notes. I'm sure everyone knows what Oligarch smells like at this point. But for me, if you want to own the room in a spring and summer occasion, this is the fragrance to wear. Now, this smells extremely, extremely posh, upscale, professional, elegant. And to me, it is a beautiful, beautiful creation that they've done. And you can still find it today in the Isola Blue variant that is being sold on the Roja Parfums website. So again, one of my favorite Rojas, period. And this one, what I would wear is more so in the springtime, but also in a formal setting in the summer as well. Contrary to the marketing that is being pushed for Isola Blue, this is not your Mediterranean vacation fragrance. This is too upscale, too posh, and frankly, the performance is too bad to be worn in a outdoor summer setting on the beach. I think this is much more upscale, and as the original presentation and naming intended, it is meant to smell upscale, rich, elegant, and sophisticated. So, and it actually does. So that has been the video. So the top 4 Roja spring and summer fragrances that I have in my own collection. There are a couple that I would have liked to have as well, and I could have easily included in this list. One of them would be a couple of the extracts that are discontinued now, which is Neroli and Bergamot. I think both very solid options for the spring and summer. So if you can find those, try them as well. If you have any questions, if you want to learn more about any of these, if you actually want me to do a review of Burlington or Elysium, or beat a dead horse and review Oligarch as well, then let me know. I'm happy to do so. But until the next time, I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and I hope to catch you in the next one.